Howdy y'all.
Hi guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela.
from Carhartt.
Yeah. And
Mama Bear.
Yeah.
We're not really from Carhartt.
Yeah. But I am a Mama Bear.
She is a Mama Bear. We're from RNA Music.
Yes.
Your favorite mom and pop bear shop and music lesson studio.
Yes.
Deep in the heart of Texas. That's where we're at. It's episode, I forgot again, 345.
Okay.
You were correct again last week when you said 344. What's it like to be correct all the time?
It's tiring.
Exhausting.
Yes, it is.
We're here to answer y'all's questions. So excited. Let's get to it.
Yay.
All the things you want to know about everything, we're going to tell you.
Yes.
Welcome back. As I said, we're Ryan and Angela. We're married to each other.
Yeah.
And we have a little guitar shop and music lesson studio in a small town in rural East Texas. Ruru, East Texas.
Yeah.
And we like to shoot YouTube videos. Been doing it for about 12 years now.
Something like that.
Pretty close to 10,000 subscribers.
Something like that.
After 12 years. So if you're so inclined to hit the subscribe button over there and click that bell, you get notified of our videos. You know, whatever. That's my goal. I'm like, if we can hit 10,000 subs someday ever, that would be pretty.
Someday, one day.
Pretty. I should probably make more YouTube videos.
Maybe.
In order for that to happen.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Get to cracking.
I'm gonna get some crack right away after this. Christmas crack.
Yes.
Anyways, if you want to sub, please do. If you're new here, we're gonna answer questions about guitars and stuff and things and lessons and music and living in Texas and Obi-Wan Kenobi and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So excited. We have a lot of viewers from all over the world, which is pretty neat.
It is. It is exciting.
Mind explosion that somebody in Europe is watching our little channel.
And Japan.
And Japan. And Australia.
Yeah.
And also Texas. Sometimes Alaska. It's pretty crazy. All right. Anyways, so we are here to answer your questions. We're not wearing any swaggity swag today.
But you can get your own swaggity swag in the link below in our spring store. Yes. Cups, shirts, hats, leggings, and hopefully eventually
dog stuff.
Or animal pets.
Pet swaggity.
Pet love swags.
Yeah, I gotta work
KTM pets.
Yeah. Keep the music, pets.
Pets.
Keep the monkeys, pet.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys so much. All you regular viewers who've been with us for a long time, get your fingers ready for your commenting and your questions for next week. And let's get to it. First question, Jeffrey Egan, hashtag soft baby hands.
Yep.
Y'all get any of those tornadoes around you? We actually have a tornado warning right here, right now. Question for both of you. Have you ever heard a song that was totally blown away? I can't see, it's too far away.
Yeah.
When you found out who the singer was. For me, it was Roy Buchanan's song called There Will Always Be. Give it a listen and see if you can guess who the singer is without looking it up. It's someone very well known. Hint, it's not Roy Buchanan.
There you go.
Hashtag KTMA, hashtag more acres, less people.
There you go.
You had me at more acres, less people, Jeffrey Egan.
I'm all about that.
Just paying attention. Ultra legend status unlocked.
Yes.
Okay, did we get any tornadoes around us?
We did not. It's storms.
There were some tornadoes in Texas that night.
Yes, but not near us. Like
not
near
right
us,
where we
like
were.
we normally have them. But because normally they're coming straight through our town.
Yeah, Van Zandt County. We've had our share of tornadoes the last couple of years.
Yes, we have.
Cool.
But no, a few people near the Tyler area had a couple of touchdowns. I don't think it did a lot of damage that I know of.
Have you seen the truck? There's the YouTube video of this Texas truck getting flipped over by a tornado.
Yeah.
And as it was leaving, it flipped it back over.
Yeah.
And then he just drove off.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the most Texas thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Someone put it too because it's a Chevy truck.
Yeah.
And they actually put the music like a rock. They actually did the theme song for Chevy.
What do Texans do when their truck gets flipped over by a tornado?
Drive away.
Drive off.
Yeah.
That's a baby tornado.
There you go. Yeah. So is there a song that you were blown away by when you found out who the singer was?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't think of any
that I was like, you would have an answer to this.
No, I honestly don't, because I when I think of songs that blew me away, I don't think well, you know, I have to say the first time I've heard this person sing, not a song, like I didn't hear the song first and go like, oh wow, who's that? And then go, oh my gosh, that's who that is. I wasn't like that. But I saw the person, they were like, and she's gonna sing. And I was like, oh good God. And then she started to sing and I was like, wow. And it was Ariana Grande.
Oh.
Yeah, because you know, on Sam and Cat,
right.
She was like, her voice was always like this, and she talked like, you know, Stewie from Mad TV. Look what I can do. You know, like that's how she sounded. And so it was
Ariana Grande.
But when she started, but she belted out, and she's like Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, all rolled into one little pumpkin of a basket. And she just, you know, that's one person that truly shocked me whenever I heard her sing. And honestly, Lady Gaga, she sang a tribute to Julie Andrews at one of the award shows. And she did the Sound of Music song. The Hills Are Alive with The Sound of Music. And it was beautiful. And everybody was like, I think everybody in the audience was like, wait a second.
What?
Where did that voice come from? And not too long after that, she got casted for, was this A Star Is Born with, what's his face? Rocket Raccoon. What's his face?
Oh,
yeah. He sings in it too. Oh, and him. I didn't know he had a voice. Oh, well, yeah, I take that back. Now that I'm starting to say it out loud, what's his name? Zachary Levi. I think that's his name. He played...
From Shazam.
Yes, Shazam. Because he's the voice of Flynn Rider on Rapunzel.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know who that was. Like, who is this guy singing? That's a great voice. And I looked it up and I was like, get out of town. It's Chuck. Because I knew him as Chuck because I loved the TV show Chuck.
You
and
did.
I did not know he could sing. So yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
There you go. Perfect answer. I don't really have an answer.
Yeah.
That other than with the Lady Gaga. She did the thing with Metallica on the Grammys or something like that, and they were doing the new song off their last record. And this is the one where like they're playing, and in the actual performance, something happened to James' microphone.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't work, and he was like, so he went over and they basically shared a microphone for the song. But you can watch them rehearsing the song beforehand, and they're doing it together.
Yeah.
Moth into Flame. But that was like the one song off that last record. I was like, I like that song. That's really good. She's singing with them, and everybody's like, freaking Lady Gaga with Metallica. That's so stupid that, you know, everybody was mad about it. And I was kind of like, she did a pretty good job.
It's like when Pink sang Led Zeppelin.
Dude, Pink is awesome.
Yeah, but Pink rocks. She's been that way since she was like in the 90s, whenever everybody was doing this little bubblegum girl like Jessica Simpson and Britney Spears, and Christina Aguilera even had her moment there with I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
Me too.
And then Pink was like, ah! You know, she came out like a raging chihuahua, and she just... You know,
a Pink chihuahua.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Pink do Led Zeppelin, you should go watch.
It's impressive.
After this video, don't stop right now. Continue watching this video to the end.
Yes.
And then go watch Pink.
So yeah,
sing some Led Zeppelin.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks to you for the question, Jeffrey. Thank you for the real answer, Miss Angela.
Yes.
Next question. Walking Dead 1369. Hashtag soft baby hands. I felt weird typing that.
I understand.
I felt weird saying it. Hashtag the future is amazing. For a working guitarist, what do you think would be more important? A high-end guitar or a high-end amp? Wow. That's a very good question. Walking Dead 1369. High-end guitar, high-end amp. For the working guitarist. I've been thinking about this ever since I saw that question. And I've kind of gone back and forth. At first I was thinking, well, guitar, because the guitar is what you are physically touching and is in your hands, right?
Yeah.
And how, regardless of how it sounds, how it feels in your hands while you're playing it, like the easier it is to play, you know, the better your sound's going to be. However, the thing that affects your tone the most has a lot more to do with the amplifier than it does the guitar. Right. So, but again, the instrument in your hands, I think, because that's the thing you have physical contact with, I would say that that's probably a little bit more important. It's my thought right now. Now, I don't think you need a high-end amp or high-end guitar. I think you could go not low-end, high-end. What's the middle end?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle. Like you could have not a cheap guitar, not high-end. I think when I think of high-end, I think like $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's a high-end guitar.
Yeah.
You can make perfectly acceptable Texas trucks with $1,000 guitar.
Like a rock.
Like a rock. So, you know, I think you could have, I would go high-end guitar and like just middle of the road amp.
Yeah.
Because most middle of the road amps are pretty stinking good. You don't need a $5,000 amp. And probably working musicians aren't dragging $5,000 amps or $5,000 guitars around.
I wouldn't think so.
Not your average,
You're picking a true
working
nails, I'll
guy.
pick at my nails.
I'm scratching my finger. I'm not picking my nails. I got super glue. I got super glue on my fingers, I think.
I had some on the tip of my finger the other day. It was weird.
I was super gluing one of my Randall cabs. The vinyl was coming off and I was super gluing it together.
Okay.
I'm going to go high-end guitar.
Mm-hmm.
With the understanding that you probably have a middle-of-the-road amplifier. That's my thought. What do you guys think? Tell us down below, and girls, think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's more important, a high-end guitar or a high-end amp?
I don't know.
I think it could go either way, really, honestly. Thank you for the question, Walking In. Walking Dead. Walking Dead. Next question, Ronan67. Hashtag soft baby hands. Okay,
yes.
Non-music question this time. Have y'all seen the new Batman movie? Or do you plan to? If so, what were your thoughts? We haven't yet and have had friends on both sides of the fence with it. Okay, question above prompted another 2-for-1 deal with Ronan67.
Sweet.
Do you ever get requests to learn music your students have heard in movies, like say Big Gun, from Last Action Hero, etc.?
Okay, first, Batman, go.
Yes, we have seen it. We saw it this past Sunday.
Sunday, correct.
For our son's birthday, Aiden's birthday.
Yes.
He wanted to go to the movies, and for him, he brought our nephew, his cousin, with him, and it was like, go out to eat, have some sushi, go to a movie.
Pictures right here.
Yeah, so we had a little getaway birthday trip thing.
Hooray!
And the choices were, what was the
Uncharted.
I
said it. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself.
Or Batman.
That name has just escapes me all the time.
That was really the two choices that were on the options.
For teenage boys.
And 46-year-old boys. I didn't really want to see Uncharted either, so I'm kind of glad.
I wanted to see Uncharted, and I want to see the new movie with Sandra Bullock and what's
Brad
his name?
Pitt.
Well, yeah, Brad Pitt. That was funny though. I was thinking funny when he shook his hair when they were running. That cracked me. I got tickled by that.
Brad Pitt's my guy.
But
who's the other dude that's in it? What's his face? Magic Mike.
Yeah.
Whoever the guy is.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Channing
Tatum.
Or
Tatum Channing.
Yeah. Channing Tatum.
Chatham Tanning.
Chafing Tanning.
I didn't want to see Uncharted necessarily.
Yeah,
Tom Holland's great.
I
like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
You know.
He's adorable. You just want to put him
Totes
in your pocket,
adorbs.
you know, it's just like a little. He's a doll.
However, now, so Aiden wanted to see Batman. I was like, okay, good, because I kind of want to see it. I was very in the beginning when like Robert.
You're trepidatious. Mm-hmm.
Robert Pattinson as the Batman. I'm like, Edward as the Batman, sparkly Batman. I don't know about this.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know about this. But I really liked it, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I did too. I mean, it wasn't like, wow, that was so great. It was just like
greatest Batman movie of all time.
It was good. I mean, it was good.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I liked it.
It was exactly what you would think a Batman movie kind of should be and could be. If that makes sense. Yeah. Because I think that it had the right amount of villain like product placement and it had the right amount of action versus dialogue versus love interest. It didn't get too crazy. There wasn't a lot of cringy moments where you're just like, oh my gosh, please move on. Or there was no dead time, and I like that the storyline just kept going. I mean, towards the end it played out a little too long.
It got a little bit
it wrapped up what it needed to wrap up, and
yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons I liked it, it had, if you've played the Arkham Knight video games, the Batman Arkham video games, which were huge, it really had that kind of vibe. Like it was really, I mean, without being real comic booky and stuff, but like just the way his suit looked, the way he beat people up, and the action scenes, it kind of had that vibe, and I enjoyed it. And it was much better than I expected. As we're going through it, I was like, I'm really enjoying this. This is pretty good. And he did spend the majority of the movie in the Batman suit, and not as, you know, young Bruce Wayne. And again, I think we were telling Paul about this. You got to consider, like, he was only like, there's only like a year or two of being Batman. So it's like a young Batman, or like Ben Affleck was old Batman, right? So I actually enjoyed it.
Right.
And I think it was good. Like you said, there's Catwoman in it, and Batman, Catwoman. They kind of like.
But that's, you know, that's.
But it wasn't
as old as time.
Yes. But it wasn't. It wasn't like, man, come on, you know. And there wasn't like when they're going into the club, I was worried. There's like, is there gonna be strippers, or, you know, like. Yeah,
because our like, two kids are sitting up there at the back,
boys.
And, you know, one just turned 17, and the other one's 14 years old. So we're thinking. Oh,
I'm expecting there to be like, you know, like,
how am I explaining this to my sister?
You know, but
but they didn't.
There wasn't. There was like, I was actually kind of shocked that there was, like, it was fairly clean. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they didn't.
It was dark, but it was clean.
There wasn't like unnecessary nudity, and there wasn't like unnecessary swearing. There wasn't stuff just to, you'd think, to be edgy.
Yeah,
as Aiden would say.
They have to say. No, they had a few choice words in there.
There were a couple, but it wasn't like
they said. They dropped a few bombs, but it wasn't. It wasn't
like Deadpool over the top, or like Logan, or, you know.
It wasn't like that. Where
they weren't trying to
use it as a conjunction.
Yeah, they weren't trying to push the envelope of stuff.
Yeah, right.
And people before were saying about it, it's too like on the nose, political or whatever. And I was like,
there was just that one moment that it was, you know. They were trying to take down the bad guys, and she mentioned white supremacy.
Bunch of old white guys.
Yeah, but it was like, just like, it is what it is. That's a normal conversation you would have with somebody of her age in today's society, in her situation, in a big city. That's exactly this way a person in her position would talk. So they didn't go outside of the realm of understanding and common sense. But it's Batman, so
it's Batman.
Who cares? Okay.
I liked it.
There you go. Too much time.
We were in it, and I was like, this is way better than The Matrix.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
And I had high hopes for The Matrix. Yeah. I liked it. I think it's worth seeing. Even if you're skeptical about, you know, sparkle face.
If you like Batman, genuinely like Batman, you'll enjoy it.
I think you'll enjoy it as a Batman movie. Agreed.
Agreed.
Thank you, Rona67. Okay. Did you ever get requests to learn music your students heard in movies?
Yes. Greatest Showman. Yeah. We've had
Let It Go.
Yeah, Greatest Showman. Yeah, Let It Go. Mostly Disney movies, and Broadway movies. Movies that were converted to Broadway, like Chicago.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So yeah, but not necessarily action movies. Well, no, actually, one of my younger students, she wanted to learn Jurassic Park, the theme song to Jurassic Park, on her guitar. She wanted to be able to pick it out. Beam, beam, beam.
Yeah, I've taught that several times.
So, yeah.
There you go. Thanks for the question, Ronan. Next question, Just Fun Guitar. Hashtag KTMA, hashtag soft baby hands. The Cult were from Cheshire and Manchester, not Yorkshire. I did not know that, Just Fun Guitar. There was a comment last week about that.
Okay.
So, Just Fun Guitar would know, because he lives in the Englandshire. Everything is chrome in the future. New question. Who has the most sexy songs and why? What songs do your pets dance to in 2022? Who has the most sexy songs? Metallica. Easily.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
Every time.
There you go. Next question.
Who has the most sexy songs, Angela, besides Led Zeppelin?
Oh my gosh, Led Zeppelin does not have sexy songs to me.
It's raunchy songs.
Yeah, it's more like a little raunchy, suggestive songs. The first person that popped up in my head was Tony Braxton or Anita Baker. Anita Baker has some pretty romantic. Even when I was a kid, I thought I shouldn't be listening to this because you could tell where it was going.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say those two. I mean, you can go to like Let's Get It On and stuff like that, but it weren't really sexy. It was just, again, suggestive. Oh, Boyz II Men.
Yeah. Boyz II Men. There's a fine line.
You put on an album for any girl between the ages of 35 and 50, and you put on a Boyz II Men album. I'm just saying.
What happens? Stuff and things.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
As soon as you hear that first note, it's like, what? What's happening? It is good. It's just good stuff. And that bass, that harmony, everything about all Boyz II Men. It's just great stuff. So there you go. That's my opinion.
All right.
What songs do your pets dance to in 2022? I don't know. What does the fox say? I don't know. I don't think they dance to anything.
Our new cat likes to watch.
Yeah, lumber.
Building cabins in the woods.
Cabin building. Yes. Yeah, there's a clip.
Yeah, that's the music that stays on at the house. Is like Angela watches
How to survive in the wilderness.
How to survive in the wilderness, and our new cat likes to like stare at that.
Mm-hmm. I tried to reach for the controller and he booped my hand.
I was like, no, I'm watching this.
Yeah. You don't want me to change the channel? You gonna watch that? You gonna watch that? And then
he's about to chop down a tree.
Climbed up and sat right in front of the television and watched and he was just looking at him climbing and just looking.
He's like, I can do that.
Yeah.
Let's build a cabin in the woods.
Let's do this.
There you go. Thank you for the question, Just Fine Guitar. Next question. Brian Strasser, you give me sweet chills, Angela.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Do you prefer bolt, set, or neck-through guitars?
Mm-hmm.
I always notice how blown away kids are when they hear Mississippi Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Hee-haw was an appointment TV at our house.
Yes.
My album would be ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. Face the music, #soft baby hands. Okay.
Very nice.
He enjoyed your singing last time.
Nice.
I did too. I was
Thanks.
like, I like that. That was pretty good.
All right.
Because sometimes they're singing in these videos.
Sometimes.
If you watch all the way through, I don't know, whatever. We'll see what happens.
I guess.
Mississippi Queen is a great song. Well, the music's great.
Yeah, it is.
The riff, I'm like, that's awesome.
It has a good sound to it.
Yeah. I was teaching it to one of my students, a teenage girl who wanted to learn it. And we were like, I'm like, I don't even know. I just said, Mississippi Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. Let's put it out my hand. I'm like, oh, what's it talking about? Mississippi Queen. It's like a stripper or a hooker or something. I'm like, oh man.
I was like, it was raunchy.
Prostitute or something. I'm like, oh crap.
We can't learn this. Sorry.
Dang it.
Me as a man cannot teach you child girl.
I cannot teach you 16-year-old girl this. Can. I mean, it's a cool riff.
Yes. We just can't play the whole song.
We just playing like Cat Scratch Fever with Layden. And I'm like, oh man, I like this. So, again, I like the riff. It's a cool riff.
But the lyrics, though.
And like, what's he singing about?
Yeah.
I was like, he's not talking about kitty cats. It's not. Yeah. I mean,
Anyways. So, prefer bolt, set, NeckThru.
Probably. I would say NeckThru. I have several guitars that are NeckThru guitars, and I probably have a few more set neck than NeckThru guitars. I think I have 3 NeckThrus. The thing I like about the NeckThru is that the heel contour is very awesome. It's very just goes right into the body. It's super easy to. It's comfortable. The set necks are a little, Hello, PRS. You know, the set neck joint is a little, you know, it's a little blockier than the NeckThru. The NeckThru is just like,
yeah,
just smooth.
Glides.
Yeah, I don't have one on hand, but I like that just for the comfort part. Bolt-on is my least favorite, although I do own one bolt-on guitar. But it mostly has to do with how the neck meets. Like, you know, my Telecaster, my Fender Telecaster I own, it's just like, it's kind of clunky up there where the neck meets the body. So just from pure aesthetics and comfort, I like the feel of NeckThru better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Forget my bass. My Schecter bass is NeckThru. It's super awesome. But it's really just about that aesthetics. Because some people are like, well, it sounds better for bolt-on, or you got more resonation with the whatever. And I'm like, you know.
It is.
Maybe
whatever
maybe
you want to be.
It's 100% about comfort of the hand.
There you go.
So that's my preference. What is you guys' and girls' preference? Bolt-on, set neck, or NeckThru? Tell us down below. We got to know. And now it's time for comment of the day.
Comment of the day. Comment of the day. Yeah. You make the
It's comment of the day time, where we are going to write and perform a song for you right now, impromptu, with no rehearsal, because that's the fun part. On the spot. On the spot, we're gonna write something.
Okay.
I don't need to put this on, but I'm gonna put this on.
Okay.
And Angela's gonna sing right now. We provide the music and melodies.
Yeah.
You guys provide the lyrics. So comment of the day. We take a comment from last week's video and we put it to music and make a song out of it.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to not be too loud.
Yes. Zimmer. You gotta stick with the so I can sing it. Let me see. Hold on. Jim Woodard, sorry. Jim Woodard. One is a thriller. His songs are killer. The wall is a chiller. Some songs were just filler, but Michael's voice was a killer on a thriller, and was a pillar of pop to come. He was a pillar of pop to come.
There you go. Jim Woodard with comment of the day song. Comment.
That's harder than it looks. I'm just letting y'all know that is harder than it looks. It probably looks hard too, because it looks ridiculous. But
Right. Because legit, we do not practice this. We're not lying about it. Like, a lot of people don't like, this is a reaction video. I've never seen this video before. And
They're lying
because they've already seen it. It's, like, it's not a cold reaction.
no,
People
this
lie
is-
all the
this
time.
is
about stuff.
cold hard.
Yeah, legit. I mean,
Yes.
clearly, if you've watched enough of these, and you watch this do this, you're like, yeah, that's
Especially when you see me going into my comfort zone of tune, yeah. I don't know.
All right, comment of the day. I really like that. I like those chord progressions.
Yeah, that was good. That was nice.
That's not, you don't
Good
normally.
checking.
You
Thanks,
don't-
Jim.
Yeah,
Woodard.
you don't normally get an F major 7, A major, B major.
Yes.
It's an interesting
Right.
combination. I'm gonna steal that and use that later. I'm
Okay.
gonna steal that for myself and use it later. All right.
Okay.
Comment of the day, Jim Woodard. All right.
Mhm.
Next question, Jack the Rabbit. Question for y'all for next week. If you found out that an artist you respected and loved your whole life turned out to be a real jerk, would you still support their work? Contrary-wise, would you show support for an artist you just found out was an amazing person, but maybe they don't have the best songs?
Ooh,
good question, Jack the Rabbit. Okay, Angela, if you found out an artist you respected and loved your whole life is a super a-hole, would you still support them?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I do. Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
Yeah, I you know.
You bastard.
Yeah.
He's a horrible person.
I know. Yeah. I don't necessarily support their work because I've never been to a concert. I don't own any of the albums. I don't have any like clothing or anything like a concert shirt. I don't pay. I mean, I don't even pay to Pandora or anything. I have a channel on Pandora.
You stream him on Pandora.
Yes. So whatever percentage he gets every time one of his songs goes across the ether sphere, and whenever it actually comes through with, after the Temptations and Elton John and blah, 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 blue, blue. And then I get one of the, one of his songs. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love this song. I just, a lot of his songs were just, I've said this before, are so core into my like childhood, from TV shows, movies. Like he was just always seemed to be there in the background of my childhood. So he's a big potato butt, but
potato butt.
That's just
rotten potato butt.
I don't know. He's never been a jerk to me.
Personally.
I don't know. I don't know how to excuse that. I apologize if that offended anybody. How about you? Would you?
No.
No.
Yeah.
You have integrity.
I think yeah. I have integrity and, morals.
I got you. Yeah. That's the one place I just...
You're good at separating things.
I am.
And blocking things off.
It just depends. Now, it depends on what he's done. And I don't know anything that he's done specifically. All I know is that... What?
See, no.
When he yelled at the people at the concert?
Let's talk about The Rock for a minute.
No, I'm just saying when I know something specifically that I've actually seen, then I can be like, okay. But with Billy Joel, I don't know anything specifically that he's actually done. No one's actually shown. It's always like, no, I don't like him because, he told us to be quiet at his concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing, like, he wasn't ever on the news, like, he beat up, what was her name? Christy Brinkley, when he was married to her. It was like, it wasn't like, he was a known, sex offender or something like that. It wasn't anything like that. It's always somebody else saying something about him after the fact. And there's never really proof that he is. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never...
It's mostly like the fact that he cheated his band out of a bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah,
that was like how he treated his band was... That's the thing that I'm aware of the most. I'm like, you jerk face.
Okay, well, but when it comes to like blatant stuff, like The Rock, I won't watch any of his movies or anything after that Saturday Night Live skit. Because there comes a time when a person's career, when you're big enough to be able to say... I'm not going to compromise myself on that.
He could have said, no, we're not doing that.
He, as The Rock, could have said, no. I mean, what are you going to do? Force me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that he went along with it and he thought it was funny, that to me, I wash my hands of you. I'm sorry. Like, that's a line. See, that right there is a line. Yeah. Bad business behavior isn't a line. Mm-hmm. It is for them because it's their money.
Should have had a contract.
But you know what I'm saying? But that is not a line in humanity. And like moral scruples to me. The Rock to me crossed the line. Yep. So no, I do not. So yes, that is true.
Yeah. Now, yes contrary wise, would you support an artist you just found out was an amazing person, but maybe they don't have the best songs?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Because that kind of type thing you can always improve on.
I already do that. What?
But you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that you can change over the years. That changes over the years. You can have one album that's amazing and one album that's not so great. That happens all the time. And there's great people who put out mediocre stuff all the time. Yeah. So yeah, I'd support them.
Yeah. No, I've got friends who like put out music that not that it's not good music, but it's just not my flavor. He says don't have
the best. Well, it's not the Thriller album.
Right. Well, I'm just saying. I have friends who are musicians that I'm like, their songs they write
Their
or
genre.
their style
Mhm.
of putting stuff out, I'm like, I'm not really into that.
Mhm.
But I'm
you
super
are,
excited that you are doing what you're doing and you
Mhm.
are putting stuff out
and
into
we will support you.
the, out into the universe, especially if I like you as a person, I know you're a good person.
Mm-hmm. I will totally 100% support you.
I was gonna say,
And
I
buy
have,
your album.
I was gonna say I have friends. I was like, I have acquaintances
Mm-hmm.
that like I'm probably not because I'm like, well, you're kind of an okay person.
Yeah.
But you're also kind of a not because I know you because we
Yeah.
grew
But
up
we
together
know
or something.
lots of people who are pretty great people who are just doing music for, or whatever, even their business.
Right. Well, sure, for sure.
We totally will support the best
Yeah.
people that are good people
Absolutely.
that are trying to chase a dream. Mm-hmm.
I was like, my buddy Pat put out a album that was like instrumental video game.
It was right up my alley.
Theme type stuff.
Yeah.
Which is not something I would go out and buy for just my own thing for listening
Enjoyment.
to.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, dude, Pat, I'm buying that. I bought
We're
one.
totally buying Pat.
I bought a copy of that because
Pat's awesome.
we love Pat.
Pat
and
rocks.
it's good music.
Oh,
And
yeah,
again,
no.
it's good music, but it's just not my thing I would go buy from anybody and plug into my CD player and listen to. But Pat puts it out, I'm going to buy it, and I do listen to it. Same thing, David Walliman, instrumental guitar. I'm not super huge on instrumental guitar stuff.
Right.
I bought David's because I like David, and he's a great
That's right.
guy. And it's good music, too.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't, on the regular, go out shopping for instrumental guitar
Because people do
albums.
that for us. Like, whatever we do, like this video or whatever, it's like it might not be the best out there, but because we're decent people will support us,
For sure.
and that's appreciated.
I do have one friend.
Let's not go there. All right, next question.
are you-
I don't know,
who-
but I don't want you to say anything that is gonna be like, I don't. What are you talking about?
I say, I have one friend
that.
that was in a band
Mhm,
and they did gigs and wrote songs
mhm.
and I would go watch them play and I was like, what the crap is this? Where has this been the whole time, Adam
Oh, okay.
Lamar?
I was like, please don't say anything negative about him.
No, this is the good stuff. I was like,
Okay.
I have friends who put out music that are like, I'm gonna buy that
Because
because
it's
I like
exactly
you.
music that you would purchase for yourself and listen to since you were a kid.
Yeah. So I knew Adam for a long time before the Warefoot thing, and I went to see him play. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, what is this? I would absolutely buy this. Whoever
Not
this
me,
is.
him. I
Yeah,
mean,
she
you're
would.
great. You're great, but I would. Yeah.
She would, but I was like, I didn't even know that this was you did this. I didn't even know this was the thing you do. I like this a lot.
Yes.
Hashtag how's your album coming? Freaking Adam. I need that album in my life.
Mhm.
Come on. So there's, that's the perfect blend. You know somebody and you're friends with them and you like them.
Yeah.
And they make music. You're like, holy smokes, I would buy that.
Smokes and holy.
Whoever released it, I
Holy
would buy that.
tamales. Mhm.
Great question, Jack the Rabbit. Thank you so much. Adam, finish your record. Next question and final question. Fat Philosopher, hashtag soft baby hands, recently bought a 5-string Ibanez bass. Hashtag why buy a Gibson when you could have an Ibanez? However, why can't I strum out the usual 4-string staple songs? I am finding it difficult to incorporate the 5th string or find lessons for a 5-string bass. Any suggestions? Great question, Fat Philosopher. Why would you buy a Gibson when you can have an Ibanez? Because Ibanez doesn't make sweet Les Pauls or Explorers.
Guess so.
I guess. I don't know.
All right.
Well,
Concise.
I think probably the thing is if you're playing songs that are written on a 4-string bass, you don't need the 5-string to play it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's kind of like unnecessary because if it wasn't played on a 5-string, they're not going to use the notes that were on a 5-string. So what you probably need to do is go find some songs that actually use a 5-string bass, and then you're kind of forced to use it and play.
Yeah.
And then probably the other thing is, it just takes a little bit of getting used to. Right? I have a student who just bought a 6-string bass. Like he's going from a 4-string to a 6. I'm like, bro, that's
a lot.
He's like, I thought about getting a 5 and then just work my way up to the 6. But I also thought, why not just get a 6? And I said, exactly. Just get the 6. I mean, there's a learning curve either way.
Sure.
So just get on that curve learning.
I guess so.
And he's like super stoked and he's playing it.
Yeah,
and
sure.
It's pretty cool. There's going to be a little moment of learning, getting used to it.
Yeah.
Now, I think once you find out where the notes are, the typical thing is like if you're playing a lot of songs that are G, C, E minor, D, that kind of thing, you got a sweet low C right there on your 5th string that's super nice to go over and grab that low C instead of your other C.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of a learning curve, getting used to it. And I think the more you sit and play with it, the more you'll get used to it. But I guess that's the issue is like you really need to pick out some songs that were written or played on a 5.
Right.
To get used to using and playing the 5. Because again, normal songs that were on a 4-string, Angela closed all her rings.
Hey.
Look at you, you're amazing.
I didn't know I did.
Well, it just told me.
Good for me.
Angela closed all 3 activity rings.
Woohoo.
Up for a 7-day competition, challenge Angela.
Oh yeah. Challenge accepted.
Because then you'll be mad at me because I'll win. No, wait, you might win. You're working out more than I am right now.
That's right. Just do it.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted by Angela closing all her activity rings.
Because he's competitive.
I am not. Go learn some songs with 5-string. There you go. Great question. I think you'll enjoy it. Keep playing it. I have a 5. I bought a 5. I actually bought a 4 because I play a 5 most of the time, but then I have a lot of students who had 4-string basses. And it got a little confusing, like sitting across from a person and you're playing a 5 and they're playing a 4. Because there's a weird visual thing, like if I'm playing on my 5th string, all they really see is I'm on my lowest string. Not I'm on string 5, I'm on my lowest. And so they're on their lowest or vice versa. So I bought a 4 because all of my students have 4 strings except for Caleb, who now has a 6. And now I'm like, I'm using a 4 and he's got a 6. I'm like, dang it, Caleb.
8. Who do we appreciate?
I have to get a 6-string bass now. Angela's not going to be happy with you, Caleb, because you're forcing me to get a 6-string bass. And he was like, oh no. So yeah, I do kind of want a 6-string now. I'm like, oh, that's
okay. I'm going on a holiday in the summer, so
while you're on your cruise, I will go bass shopping. So thank you for the question, fat philosopher. Any of you guys out there and gals who are bassists, please lay out some tips for him for getting used to it. Play some corn songs would be great. All right, and that is the final question. Thank you guys so much for your questions this week and your comments. If you watched this entire video from beginning to end, it's time for secret hashtag of the day, our little game we play. If you watch this far, you will know what the secret hashtag is. Type it down below with your comment and or your question or by itself, so everyone who's a super legend will also know that you are a super legend. Do you have an idea for the? No. Oh. It's a Kiki hair.
Oh, nice. No wonder I've been sneezing. Oh my gosh.
Yes, the new cat. Secret hashtag of the day is hashtag lumberjack cat. Oh, what?
It's almost our anniversary.
Is that hashtag it's almost our anniversary?
No, but it is. It's our happy anniversary, Ryan and Angela.
Hashtag happy anniversary, Ryan and Angela.
Yeah.
That's a long one.
Well, do like happy 23.
Oh, hashtag happy 23.
Yeah.
Yeah. This Saturday is our 23rd anniversary of being married to each other.
Boop, boop, boop.
Boop, 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 doo. 23 years. Doesn't it seem like 23 years?
No, it does
seems
not.
like 3 years most of the time.
It does.
I'm like, what happened? Try to wrap my head around having a 17-year-old. Our baby is 17 years old.
Yes.
Our youngest is 17
is now
years
17.
old. He was just a little guy,
I know.
just the other day.
I know. And 5 years ago, when our oldest was 17, we were still like 6 or 7 years into being in RNA. So
Yeah.
it was like,
It's crazy. We've been married for we will be married for 23 years this Saturday.
Yes.
We just celebrated 12 years of RNA music.
yeah,
That's kind of cool.
I know.
So like half of our life together has been
RNA music.
building RNA music.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird?
that is
That's
weird.
blowing my brains.
It is.
'Cause I feel like, well, I mean, I guess 12 years of not RNA music.
I know, but it felt like, I don't know, it felt like we were married long before we did RNA music.
Yeah.
I don't know. That first 12 years was rough. Not for us,
Right.
but just growing up and being really poor and college and moving and babies and moving and there was a lot going on in the first 12 years of marriage.
Yeah, there was a lot. Well, like most young married couples.
Yeah.
I mean, I was telling someone the other day about having
That's
kids in
crazy.
their 40s.
I never thought of it that half
Bro.
of our marriage is already music
Yeah.
right now.
Like Nicholas was born 13 months after we got married.
Mhm.
Which people would look at like, oh, you got married because you're pregnant? Like, no. We got married because we like each
Not
other.
an elephant.
No.
Gestation is not that long.
But, you know,
It felt like it.
a little
because I was
over a
growing
year after we
giant.
married, we had our baby, our first baby.
Mhm.
And it was like, oh
Yeah.
man. So being like young in your 20s and having
Yeah.
a kid, you're like, oh man, okay, time to like, life gets intense with kids. And
It was gone in a flash, though.
yeah, it's so crazy. Yeah. What was it? Happy 23?
Happy 23.
Hashtag happy 23. Yeah. Send send a super chat or buy a shirt if you want to, help me pay for an anniversary getaway or something.
There you go.
Yeah, we don't get to get away very much,
No,
but
that's okay.
yeah, people depend on us because
As
everyone else,
business owners, you don't really get to do that.
'Cause everyone
you
else
don't have
is-
any employees but
everyone
yourselves.
else is undependable.
Well, we don't have any employees, so it's not like we can have a manager. If we had a manager to run the place,
Understandager.
Understandager.
I'm a hire.
You're a kiddager.
Come down.
Hashtag
and
kiddager.
run RNA music for 4 days
Yes. Mm-hmm.
so we can go away.
Yeah.
He won't do it. He's too busy running Flipside music.
No, we just hire Nicholas. Nicholas can run RNA music.
Yeah, he could.
He could totally
He's
do it.
worked here before. He knows what's up.
He knows how to
He
pay
knows how
for
to sell
things and
strings.
sell strings, and no one's gonna mess with him coming in here. No one's gonna mess with him. I think that both our boys want something to happen just so they can actually like get their big meaty claws into somebody, but
Good Lord.
nobody's gonna do that. They'd be really stupid.
They are
So-
freaking ginormous.
Yeah, that cracked me up when he hugged Paul. Like he like enveloped him.
Who?
When
Nicholas?
Nicholas
Oh, yeah.
hugged Paul, and Paul like came to his chest. And he
Like a
was
little, Paul's like a little baby kitten compared to Nicholas.
Yes, it was cute. I was like, oh man, I should have taken a picture.
He should have.
Because Aiden was like, I'll hug you for my birthday. Thank you, Uncle Paul. And he was like, because both him and Aiden are like, they're not huggers, at all. And he was like, I guess I will for your birthday. And Aiden was like, no, like I was joking. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't want to hug you. And Nicholas was like, I'll hug you. And so he goes up and he just like, he like envelops like Paul's head's like right here. And he's just like, hi, Uncle Paul. You look like a little child.
They're so.
In Paul's arms.
Yeah.
It was
They're
cute.
so huge. I think it's funny when we walk in places and people are like,
Oh my god.
what the?
Yeah.
What just happened?
It's like your ears, the depth of your ears, like you get
Something
like
happened?
a deprivation chamber.
The air pressure in the room just changed.
Mhm.
Cause we're like normal sized people,
Right.
like normal sized,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just like,
Yeah.
what the-
Yeah. Because I'm almost 5'8" and Ryan's 6'2",
yeah.
so we're not short.
I'm not usually I'm not the smallest guy in any room
But
ever.
like, so
I'm
if you-
never the
if you-
smallest guy in
if
a
you
room.
do quick pictures.
I'm never the smallest guy in a room unless it's me and Nicholas and Aiden in a room.
Or your cousin Tanner.
Or my cousin Tanner, who is gigantor as well.
So it was like this picture of Dad and y'all at Dad's birthday party, and then the picture of you with Paul and Nicholas. You can see how silly. One of the guys from South Texas who was like, I never thought of Mitch as a small man. until he was next to his grandchildren. I was
Oh,
like-
yeah.
He was like, I never thought of him because, he's a smaller man. Like, I think Mr. Carmona is like my height. He's not a
Right.
tall man.
So can you imagine
So-
being like 5'6" and standing next to Nicholas and like, he's
Yes.
literally 2 feet taller than you. 2 feet taller than you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Or a foot.
Anyways.
There you
About
go.
2 feet.
Giant
Ginormous.
children. Hashtag giant children. Yes. Hashtag happy 23.
Hashtag happy 22.
That's crazy.
Squeaky chair. I should probably buy a new chair instead of a bass.
Yep.